Welcome back, Afro Crypto Gang. This is Mike again. So uh, today we'll be doing live withdrawals and updates on the different apps. Some you surely have seen before, and some that may be new. Uh, First one on the list, one of my all-time favorites, Midas Dollar. So you'll notice that MDS is staying strong, and that's good. Um, so we've been farming MDS pretty much all day in one of the shares. Like I mentioned before, take your pick. And on this one, I'm up to 0.21. So why don't we go ahead and withdraw from there? And once we've drawn, I'll show you where I go to actually change it back and what I do with the revenue I get. So that has gone through. So what I usually do, I go to value DeFi and go to the swap area at value DeFi, select my BNB and change it. So you see we get a pretty much 0.54 BNB here. So let's make sure we change that. Well, sometimes you gotta play with the slippage tolerance a little bit. This is not going through. So that went through. So 0.54 BNB here, after a little higher slippage tolerance than usual. So that's good. Midas Dollar is definitely staying strong. This algorithmic stablecoin has definitely impressed me in the way they're able to keep the value stable. So another thing we want to do is we want to check how our farm for WB swap and BNB is going. So we still have about 2 days to go, and we've generated about $258 of profit. You also notice that the value of BSwap has stabilized since its original port over to Binance Smart Chain. The first couple of weeks this was very unstable, went all the way up to the 2000s and then came all the way down to 500s, and now it's staying stable around the 1200 and the 1300 area. So this is actually definitely a good sign. Total value locked in value DeFi is also going up, so that's a good sign. So we'll check back on this one in a couple of days. Another farm that I haven't been talking too much about is Oxbow. Definitely starting to grow on me. Again, the coin here is very stable, and the yield is pretty high. So how long can they keep this at? We'll see. They do take about 10% of anything you harvest and inject it back into the farm, which I like. I think it keeps things fairly stable. You don't want those farms where people just leach out of and then eventually just fizzle out and die. So we have 21 OXP here, so we'll just harvest that, and then once harvested, we'll make our way to PancakeSwap and swap that over. So why don't we just go to PancakeSwap here. and see how much that will get. So that's pretty good, 0.18 BNB. So we'll go ahead and swap that. There's a slippage tolerance of 2% also that you have to set uh, once once you want to change it back, which is fine by me. That farm is stable enough. Once that's good through, um, we want to go ahead and check out FOMO stake, which is it's been growing and it's been growing really, really, really fast. I mean, I'm impressed by the leaps and bounds by which this is growing. I think people are really attracted to the fact that if things go wrong, they can take their money out and take an 80% of whatever capital they invested, and have 20% return to the farm. You know, that's better than losing your whole capital if you notice you know the balance of the contract going down too quickly. Um, so we have about a zero point 0.5 DNB here, so we'll withdraw that too. Um, that's good. You notice also that the plan duration is actually going down. This is getting more and more interesting. As it starts to get into the 10 days, we'll definitely see what happens. Um, yeah. Next in line is this BNB stake clone, which has been going on for some time now. Again, the returns are also fairly enticing. I mean, a couple of plans here, as you can see, but I'm just going to go ahead and withdraw my 0.8 BNB. So I think we're about up to 1.8 BNB and some that we just harvested across the various farms here. Okay, so that's good. And what I want to go and do is come to the original G, and then put in 1.8 BNB. And one of the things that I was talking about in the previous videos is how the contract value is really important, is a really important metric to keep an eye on. This has been going up. I won't say it's been going up exponentially, but ever since we passed 15,000 and that original 2-week barrier, which is when people started to get paid from their plan number 4, this has been going up substantially. So I think people are feeling more and more comfortable, and it's really growing in popularity. In fact, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put 1.6 in the plan 1 and risk out 0.2 here, BNB, which is going to give me a pretty substantial payout indeed if I get there. If not, then in about 5 days here I should get my money back, and then from there is profit. And even if we don't reach the 14 days here, we're safe. So why don't you go ahead and do that. I'll show you. This is great, that went through, and we'll process the second one here. And as I mentioned, so you'll notice that I am actually enacting some of the advice that I recommended last time in the previous video, which is make sure you get your money back first, and once you do, you can play with the profit. uh, I've gotten to the point where in some of those other sites that we looked at, uh, VNB stake and FOMO stake and Midas dollar, I'm really just using additional profits here to put back into something like BNB stake, and once I get the profits from there, once I get my payback in about 5 days here, I'll use those profits and reinvest it not in BNB stake but in other farms, just to spread my risk around, because you never know when when you can get a rug pull or something. And and also never forget to pay yourself. Have a self pay day if you need to. Maybe maybe twice a week, 3 times a week. Whatever your comfort is, where any profit you get that day, you just pay yourself, and this is money that you will not reinvest. I think that's always a good idea to do. But again, I'm not your financial advisor. Whatever you do in crypto is super risky. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe one quick last thing here is we looked at Midas dollar. It might be worthwhile to look at B dollar also, and you'll notice that the value of B dollar is now total value locked is now growing, and the coin is starting to stabilize back again around the $1 mark. That's good. Um, B dollar share fell from, I think it was 8,500 at its high. It fell all the way down to a good 2,000. So I think it's starting to stabilize again. If you go to the boardroom, the APY is still really really low compared to Midas dollar. However, they do have the shares that pay out a little better. So you can stake BDO and BNB. You know, again, I always like to stake in pools that are fairly stable rather than pools that are fairly risky. This one is fairly somewhat more stable because you know, the algorithmic stablecoin is designed in such a way that BDO will fluctuate around $1. Um, but again, given the changes that they've made lately, I'm not too enticed to do that. So that's it for Crypto Gang. Leave a comment below, subscribe for the next video. Uh, some people have hit me up on Telegram and asked me if I should leave the link to the Telegram group also in the video description. I might do that. We'll see. It might also help people get alerted when the videos come up. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know and I'll tend to them. Again, invest safe and catch you on the next one.